A student produced this for UND's TV show, Studio One.
And since we are getting deeper into winter, not a whole lot of people are thinking about their winter skincare since the days are much shorter, but there's actually a few things that you should be prepared for.
November is the time when people bring out their mittens, hats, and winter jackets. All these things protect us from the winter cold, but the change in season brings another risk.
And then in the winter, like fall, winter, we lose a lot of that humidity, so your skin really starts to dry out.
Dermatologists recommend to exfoliate or remove dead skin cells twice a week. However, over-exfoliating the skin can dry it out, especially at night.
Your skin loses more moisture when you sleep, so that's why they have things like night creams that are a little bit rich in moisture.
Many people know that during summer, the UV rays from the sun can harm our skin. Naomi says UV rays are even more harmful in the winter.
The UV rays can hit the snow and it can bounce back up and actually hit your face in different areas that it wouldn't normally in the summer.
As the cold creeps in, it's easy to forget the sun still poses a risk to our skin. I am Samadhi Herat reporting for Studio One.
And even on cloudy days, the sun's rays are pretty strong. They can penetrate those clouds up to about 80% of the sun rays hitting the Earth's surface.